So here's my wild and crazy kitchen. So I hope you'll stick around to see some more fun vintage things. Hello, friends and family. Welcome back to our home. Norm says hello. I really wanted to have fun with my black and white and red Rooster collection. I really do enjoy looking at them. It is June 25th. I had this display up in my kitchen done pretty much for this month. So ultimately what I'm saying then is that I don't know how in the world I'm going to get all of this put away and drag out a lot of 4th of July decor. So I would love it if you would look at some of our maybe couple different years of 4th of July. I think you'll still find them fun. It would help us out a lot. I did work with Norm this past couple weeks doing something for his window for 4th of July. So we will be showing that to you soon in Duluth. It was probably late in April when we went up there for our anniversary. I did have a couple of videos for you, and in one of them, probably the second one, at Father Time, you may recall that I was eyeing this tablecloth. It was $20 firm. It's in pretty good condition. It's pretty wild, pretty bold. I could have used one of our dark red long tablecloths underneath it. That would have looked pretty too. This is my newest pair of roosters. We headed to Eau Claire a few weeks ago, and of course I had the roosters on my mind, and I did find this pair, and I think it was Lefton. I wonder if there's any sticker left. Oh, yep, see, it is. So that was a nice pair. It was a little chippy, so I did, in fact, repaint the red with Tester's enamel gloss paint. So I had to work on things like that too. That kind of slows me up. And I figured, since this was a very fruity tablecloth, that I could use this newly thrifted compote. It's quite small. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was $7, and I thought that was a steal. But I don't know why. I just can't recall where that was. It was a couple months ago. So it is quite different. It's very curved in, more bowl-like than your typical bigger compotes that are more open. But I did have a lot of vintage, very rubbery leaves and grapes. I have a whole bin full of them that I've been collecting for decades. I've always loved them. I just think they're so fun. So I did have both red and black. And I did find that beautiful milk glass set at Bibles for Missions at least a year ago. Could be a year and a half or more. And they were like $1.49, and it said set. $1.49 for the set. I thought, oh, you're kidding. That's crazy. So let's go over and see anything different that I did on my crazy wall. I found some new things. If you're new to our channel, we are very grateful if you've subscribed. Welcome, welcome. We are so glad to have you in our family of wonderful people that love vintage things, and they are so kind. That this is a handmade laminate cabinet, or formica is probably a better word. We have had this for quite a few years, and we found it downtown St. Paul at the Mall of St. Paul many years ago. So I absolutely love it and have a lot of fun changing things, and in a lot of our videos you'll see many different arrangements of vintage dishes down there. So I really enjoyed all of them. The glasses I also bought many years back. Got a real deal on them at, I'm not sure the name of the place, I could look it up, but it is in Hickston. There are several very nice shops in Hickston. This was not from the schoolhouse. It was more like a place that has a gift shop in front and antiques in the back, but I just can't remember it. But I did buy more of them this summer because I found more, and I think they're rare. So let me show you up close. It is weather vane. They're very nice, all in excellent condition. Yeah, they were like, I don't know, I think it was like $14 for the set. And I thought it came in the rack too. I thought, whoa, what a deal. But remember, that was a long time back. I did change things up. I put back in a cruet and the smaller basket, and same on the other side. But this was a very cute set, salt and pepper. It's probably a year and a half old, at least. Can't remember where I got that. But I added these. I've had these for many years. I have 9, I think. I don't know why, but there's one extra in the cupboard. So it's 4 on each side here, and I just love them. They're so fun to use for Valentine's Day decor too. I did show you these 2 rooster planters in my last rooster video because I had them a year ago, and I still love them. So I did just put a little air plant in there, and you saw that I thrifted this little planter. I thought it was kind of cute in a way because it kind of looked like a barrel, you know, like on a farm. You saw in my last dining room video that I also decided to move this long white metal sconce from way over to my right on the patio door wall corner. I had it there for several years now, I think, but I wanted to change up this wall. I had mostly the milk glass plates up here, and I do love them, but I have been looking at them for many years now, and Norm thinks this is fun too, to change things up with some black and white other items, but there is a little bit of color here and there. It's that time of year where you would like to have some flowers here and there, and of course this red flower works out very well for today. Here's the other one. I'm not crazy about the fact that it has blue in it, but you just don't find very many of these floral plates. This I just purchased on eBay. Now, I am not in the habit of doing that because I find plenty of things that I love in the thrift stores and antique malls. So I don't really have to look for things on the internet, but I had this wire frame. I probably found it without a plate in it because it's been in a drawer for several years. I knew that they take 7-inch plates. 7-inch painted bird plates are very hard to find. even on the internet. I think it was like $5, yeah. But, you know, you pay for shipping, which wasn't much. And I'm pretty sure it's a Japan plate, but I just love it. I really wanted to get more of the little wire plates up here. I also have shown you in the past that I've had this little tiny little woodpecker one. For many years, I absolutely love it. So it was great to be able to include that, but you saw, hopefully, in my last thrifting video up in St. Croix Falls, Family Pathways, this was $1 with the little wire frame. I was so excited. I'm sorry about the glare. It is so adorable, and Norm has already spray painted the wire so it looks new. I'm thrilled. So I decided to give it a really prominent place right over my shelf. Now, a lot of these things on the wall, they're just kind of haphazardly put up there because there were nails on the wall from many years ago when I had vintage bird plaques all over. So I have done my best to try to use some of those nail holes, and things can get squeezed together or spaced way out, and that's the way I like it. And I just think it looks way better. So that clock I have shared before. I moved it way over here. It was far to the right the last time I did a video, but I wanted something over here that was a clock. And if you watched our video at Father Time in Duluth in April, I did purchase this. It got marked down. I can't remember what it was originally. Maybe it was 16 and it got marked down to 12, something like that. So the frame was in excellent condition, actually. Norm did not have to spray it. But I really wanted to show that to you. I know I don't have a lot of red on the wall. I have an Apple clock over there. I love my clocks. I know a lot of you probably think they're crazy, but that's me. So I decided I wanted to show it to you today and put it there. I think Norm really likes it too. So I opened up this side just to show you these two adorable little hens. But I found those in La Crosse, Wisconsin, big antique mall. We have not been there for at least 2 years. No big trips like that. But we do love that store. It is really fun. This also was possibly in an antique mall, but it was really, really inexpensive. I would love to try to put some red accents on that lily. I'm not real big on the idea of having a pink flower up here. It's okay. It blends in, but I wanted you to see it. So down here, I got this rooster, very mid-century California, tall, skinny rooster from my brother many years ago. And I did find this vase, I think, in North Branch, Minnesota at an antique mall that has now closed up. Norm mentioned it because he purchased some of his Western things there. Yeah, that was sad. We didn't know they had closed up, but I think it was like $8 maybe. I just love it. It's really cool. So I was very happy to find that. I've had this one for quite a while. The one that goes with it, I had to put way over here on the far upper shelf. It's bending down more, So it just works better to have littler ones on those shelves. You know, I didn't want to crowd 2 of them over here just because they were a pair. It doesn't matter to me because when chickens walk around, of course, they're all over the place. My brother also had a lot of roosters too. It's gotten to the point where it's a little hard for me to know which ones were from his house. And my mother had a lot of his collection, was my mother's collection. And I enjoyed them at her house too, and I enjoyed them at my brother's house. So this is probably my newest purchase. I think it was $4 to $6. It was in an antique shop, a very antique shop we've never been to in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. But I wanted to purchase something from their shop, and that was the littlest thing I could find, and it just happened to be a single little rooster. So I repainted the red on that one too. And this one is from, on the right, from a couple years back at least. This is from a couple years back, salt and pepper set. I like that. I like a lot of white. And this one is pretty wild, and I have shared it before. It does have a mate, but I don't know that I have a mate. I only wanted to take out the smaller ones right now to use on these shelves. And I've found a couple that look like that too. A lot of times all you can find is one at a time on the left too. And same with these, the one on the left. Just an odd one, but this was a very lovely set from an antique mall, 2-story antique mall, a couple summers ago in Crosby, Minnesota. Yep, they're very nice. So the crown and the wattle, they were a wine color, and I did not like that. They just didn't pop, you know, from across the room. So I repainted that too last week. I brought this clock down from way up on the right of our patio door. It was up to the ceiling area. And I didn't have it working. Norm had resprayed the wicker white. Made in USA, New Haven. That one I don't have working. I love it, and I love this one. That is not working, but the black one way over there is what Norm looks at, actually. But we have more of them working down here. This is vintage. It is plugged in behind the TV. That is working. It has very nice metallic rays under the face there. Very, very nice. That was from Hopkins Antique Mall downtown, Hopkins. That one is not working, but that one is working. I had Norm put my big 30-cup coffee maker, crazy one, back down here. I had some Pyrex stacked up there in my last spring video. I think it was just a spring video because I kind of had Eastery colors out here. And put this Thrifted cookie jar on top of one of my favorite Pyrex casseroles with really pretty gold pattern on it. I love it. It does have gold on the lid too. So I found that rooster many years ago. I think it was at a thrift store. And probably both of these were antique mall roosters. I just love this one. That is so sweet to me. Yeah. Oh, wow. I see a signature on the back. I don't think I've ever noticed that. Honest. That's crazy. I mean, it just kind of blended in. I just happened to see it through the camera now. George Z. Lefton. Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, I did not notice that before. Well, that's great. Cool. Major change. I've had these geometric designed lace curtains for many years, probably since we moved in even. Now and then I've changed them from a very old looking red and white check that it was heavy cotton material, and it had red rickrack on the bottom, which is very cute, and it would have been very cute in this video too, but these let in light, and I actually had a couple of these panels in between my bar cloth drapes in the owl bedroom, and I decided to take it away and use something plainer up there, but I haven't done that yet. I have not put up anything in between the drapes yet. I gotta figure that out. But I'm very happy with this because it's very neutral. I think it's quieter. The other pair that was red and white was more of a plaid, older looking, and I thrifted all of those. Up here, I haven't shown these for quite a while. They're two of the cutest wall pockets I've ever seen. So that one's facing that way, and I'd say it's a duck. Looks like a duck. And same with that. I certainly would guess that's a duck too. So that one's facing the opposite direction. It's probably a guy. He's got more of a funny hat on and a little bow that's black. And the black dark green dots actually, this one actually has black dots. I'm sure they're just Japan. It just says made in Japan, yeah. So I don't know, maybe there's some information out there that could be a particular company, but I did separate them with this one that I shared with you in my last springy video, one of my cutest little planters. But it is a hen. So here's my wild and crazy kitchen. So I hope you'll stick around to see some more fun vintage things. I love too the fun plaid West Bend, I believe. All of these shaped like this are West Bend. Thermoserved by West Bend, yeah. And added one of my favorite crazy roosters. I just love the dramatic black lines. And a little one there I thrifted a long time ago. The top half, you may be familiar with that set. The top half is a salt or pepper. It does have a cork. And the bottom half is open, so it could be for sugar or something. I don't know. I never really looked it up. So let's talk about this absolutely wild piece of material. I found two of them. They're very permanent press feeling, but I did iron it. I thought it would be really fun to show this material to you. I don't know what decade it's from, but it is just so wild. It's not heavy cloth. It's thinner, so it has a selvage on 2 sides and just fringe on the other 2 sides. I would like it done more than that, but I did have 2 pieces of it. This is square, which is really nice that this piece happened to be square. I could have cut it down on one side where it's fringed, but I do not think I've ever gotten around to sharing that with you. I just don't know. But let me tell you about the little candy dish here. Over here, this really cute little tin candy dish we found at Menominee, Wisconsin Antique Mall. We've been going there for many years, but sometimes we skip a year because it's a bit of a trek. And I really love the mid-century things that they have. Looked at it 2 other trips there over the past couple years. But this time I decided to get it. I think it could have been $10. I'm just not remembering correctly. If I run across the receipt, I can put a little note in there. But you may have seen me too in my last thrift video when I was at Family Pathways in Pine City. I found this so cheap, probably I'd say 80s, and it was practically nothing. But I'd say that's very nice quality ceramic. But anyways, yeah, they had other animals that they made at that time. These I have shown off and on. These 2 are little spoons that sometimes I'll put in a little sugar bowl or with nuts. And that is a little knife. I purchased all 3 of them when we were on a trip to Duluth many, many years ago, way before I ever started making videos, and I've loved them ever since. They were in a gift shop down in Canal Park. And there was a gift shop there that had loads of kitchen-y things, just super fun. So they were very nice quality. I really, really like them. This is probably my newest toothpick holder. I'm not sure where we were, but it was really cheap, and I knew I have plenty of these little vintage pressed glass toothpick holders, but I thought that one was very nice, very pretty. I liked the swirl, big swirls on it. And that is a new purchase, probably when we went to Duluth again. That would have been probably more your Duluth marketplace, where it would be in that video. It goes really cute with the little blooming cactus. I've found these over the past maybe a year ago for that strawberry jam jar, and at least a couple years ago I think I've purchased a couple of these. Either that or I have 2 strawberry ones, but I may have ended up with 2 apple ones too. I like them. Is that Hazel Atlas? Could be. This is probably a Japan piece. And I have shared with you before my fun lucite rooster calico print. Many, many years we've enjoyed that in all of our lucite napkin holders. We think they are so fun. Love all the flowers and animals. So that works well with the light on there. I don't know how it's going to be having my phone light on with these. You did see over on the buffet, this is the second set, and I just decided to break down and get them. I thought they were pretty reasonable too, but now even off the top of my head today, I can't quite recall where I decided to purchase them from. It seems like it's always out of town, out in the country somewhere. I just don't see these weather vane tumblers with the rooster weather vane on them. So I have at least 3 holders that are for 6 glasses. So I will swap them out in my videos here when I only have 6 glasses to show you. But we have many more that are for 8 glasses. Some of them are painted white and some of them are painted red. I don't have very many gold ones, but I do appreciate this little one. I probably thrifted it too. These, I'm not sure where I found those two, but I love those mugs. They are your footed mugs, of course. Let's see if there's anything on the bottom. Yes, there is. A lot of these, you know, are 80s, some are 60s, but this does say Japan. Oh, that's funny. Man-made, I've never seen that before. I guess I haven't looked at the bottoms of these, except when we got them maybe a couple years ago. Yeah, I really think they're fun, so I thought I would use those for this red and black and white theme. I love that percolator from my brother's estate. This is a new purchase. We drove down to Red Wing, probably. Norm said, do you want to swing over to Prescott, Wisconsin on the way home? There's a nice little antique mall there. I will put the information down below. This is a Kellogg's Cornflakes Rooster picture. So I knew I was going to be doing the black and red and white theme rooster video soon. It's not marked on the bottom, but I just think it's a very fun addition to our collections of neat kitchen things. I really, really like it. And I have shared that fun thermos with you before and the book, but today I thought I would put this very fun 70s tissue box cover, and the normal size of Kleenex boxes now would have this sitting up a little higher, and you'd see a little bit of the box on the bottom. I just put tissue underneath it without the box and filled it that way. But I used them all the time. I have a collection and I have shared it. In some video at some point I talked about it, loving these and how many I've found over the years. Some of them, the older ones, have the flip up top that is metal hinged. I just wanted to share that with you because of the color yellow, and I hadn't really talked about them a whole lot before. I just found this, and where were we? I just don't remember where. It was so cute and not expensive. The planter I love too. That was a recent pink squirrel. So that was very reasonable there too. I just love that crazy drip glaze, but that is a fun shape, very fun shape. You have seen my funny little rooster scouring pad holder. Bought that for $6 quite a few years ago in a little antique shop. I really like it. Up here, I've had a lot of fun with red and black and white washi tape, and I hadn't had the idea before to put some on my little shelf, but I got to thinking about it and I thought, well, that would be neat. This large polka dot though ended up being bigger than I really cared for on the white shelving behind me. I thrifted this quite a few years ago. It is chalkware made in Japan. Yeah, it's a Japan one. Yeah, it is so adorable. I thought it would go very cute with this newly purchased huge ladybug bank that is, I'm gonna have to check and see. Yeah, it is Lefton. I think I splurged and spent $18 on it. It was at the Mall of St. Paul in St. Paul, Minnesota. A very fun place, very big, 2 floors, just loaded with retro and vintage fun things. It's been one of my favorite local shops for many years. I was stunned when I looked it up after I got home. They are asking a huge bundle for this ladybug. I about fell over. Well, it's rare, I guess. I found this really wild planter. Oh, I don't know. I've had it for a really long time. I've always gotten a kick out of drip glaze stuff. This I just found not too long ago, and I don't remember where. Sorry, but it's another one. Just looks just like the bottom of the ladybug. So I'm guessing this is another Japan. It's chalkware, and I thought it would be very cute to combine with the big ladybug. So I hope you like those things. They're fun. Boy, this is gonna be a long video. I decided to put another vintage McCoy yellow planter in here with the beaded plant hanger that I made many years ago. And I want to show you these adorable curtains. I hope they're not too backlit. I just found this in Buffalo, Minnesota. It was $9.99 and well worth it to me. I was digging through tablecloths, not expecting to find a valance, but that has happened to me before. I do not have a curtain rod where it's on brackets. I know that might be a little lame, but all I did was get a gold simple rod, and it's sticking out, resting on top of the cupboard there, and the other side. I thought I would take the valance down so you could see so much better what this cute print is, and I did find it on the internet. I just scanned the square with the girl in it, and it came up right away as a 1950s Dutch print material. So I thought it would be fun to show you the different squares, and I could tell that it's been sewn together with 2 different patterns, because this one is a strawberry, a sheep, I'm assuming, and a strawberry, every other one. But then there's this seam here, and the other pattern was a Dutch girl holding a pot of flowers and this cute tree, every other one. So you can see that evidently there was a guy with a different girl wearing a red dress rather than the blue dress. So that would have been fun to see what that square was, but this helps you get an idea of how cute the pattern is. So now I know that it's Dutch and 1950s. Very sweet. This thing is so short. It does not cover up the mini blinds. So I hope you don't mind that, but I just think it is so sweet. I was thrilled. This is a vintage hand mixer. It is stainless. I don't recognize the company. Little handles, a little worn out, and another fun vintage rolling pin. I love it. The handles are so cute. I have shared this set with you before. Nesco, 1951. This is an adorable wind-up rooster toy, again from our friend Gareth across the pond. He is so kind, and he sent Norm 4 little toys like this. But I had to steal the little rooster right now. For out here, just so cute. Thank you, Gareth. You're so kind. We hope you're doing well. Where did I find this? I can't remember, but it sure is in nice condition. It was very reasonable, too. I thought I got a really good deal. And I really did have to soak it. I love it. And this is a nice pitcher and a little vinegar bottle, vinegar oil. I've had both of those for many years. I've shared it many times. Thank you for letting me share them again. They're both probably Hazel Atlas, I would think. And this is such an adorable recipe box for this type of video. I found this in Rogers, Minnesota at a little gift shop, I think. It did have vintage things in the gift shop. And you know I thrifted that Speedy Whipper. I got it for $4.95. I may have even had my discount too. I think I did. This was my mother's mixer, and I'm sorry I'm repeating a lot of things for those of you who have been so wonderful to be with us for so many years. My sister just thrifted that picture and gave that to me. Now I would like to share these adorable pot holders. This is a deeper red than what it seems to be showing. Really a neat one. I love all of these. And then I started looking more for ones that were yellow and black for Halloween use, because they go so well with orange, anything orange in pot holders. I don't know that I have very many that are black and orange, but they certainly seem to have done black and yellow pot holders. And these I love. These are a pair. They are just so striking. I really like those. They are probably a lot newer than most of these for me. Yellow and red is not that common to find, just yellow and red. Or black and yellow, that's a newer type pattern. Is that made with some little loom type thing? I don't know. And that one is very sweet. I think this is kind of an old cotton sweet pot holder, oven mitt. Yeah, oven mitt. I put another lined one inside of it that's vintage, actually, because it was just a thin, probably decorative, I don't know, but it's very thin and I don't use it. It's just for decor. I use thicker ones. I didn't have any red straws, paper straws, in all the straws I've collected, but I did have a lot of fun yellow ones for this very fun straw holder. I love it. I thrifted that in our city. I've had this little drippings bowl for a long time. Maybe it comes with a lid. I don't know. It didn't have a lid when I bought it. Yeah, we use those all the time. I've had these for a long time, and I did share them in another red and white video, as well as these enamel pans. The top one is a double broiler pan over there, so I don't have a lid for the bottom kettle. I wish I did, but maybe someday I'll find one. But that's all I found so far that was reasonable in antique malls. I haven't really looked that hard to want to buy, you know, any other kettle. I'm fine with this. And you saw me thrift this for $3.50 minus 5% discount at the First Family Pathways in Forest Lake, Minnesota, just what, a week and a half ago, something like that. But it's in my video that I put out, and this is one of my favorite promotional Pyrex casserole dishes. I bought this recently because I loved the check, the coloring. It's a very nice book, Better Homes and Gardens, 1977, 79. The trademarks Whirlpool. Yep. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Isn't that ridiculous? This, did I get this when we were in Menominee? Maybe. I don't think I've shared this with you yet. It's really nice. It's got tabs, wonderful graphics, very nice book. Yeah, I love it. So I thought I would share that with you today. So we've done everything over there, and we didn't do up here. I'm going to see what it looks like. It lights up these. My brother gave me that set of salt and peppers. They're adorable. I've always loved those. There's a lot of people that don't realize when they buy these that their tails hooked together. Are meant to be woven together. They're so cute. Just found this set really cheap. I forget where we were, but I was very surprised. I found these lucite rooster plaques many years ago. I'm pretty sure it was even before we started making videos. So that's got to be 5 or more years ago. I wish they hadn't put the staples in quite so deep, or wires for hanging them up. You can see them a little bit on each one on their first tail feather area. Yeah, that's too bad, but they are still pretty cool. Type of thing that was made in the 60s, I'm pretty sure, when lucite napkin holders and that and spoon rests were all so popular. So I thought they were kind of fun. The spice jars I found in Elk River, Minnesota. There's a very nice 2-floor antique mall that we love going to. Oh, maybe every couple months or so, because it's not that far from our home, and they really do have a lot of fun things. I always find great mid-century modern things that I like. This was in their picture window along with another set that is really cute that I probably showed in the spring video, that was all little ceramic egg head couples. That's what they look like, as eggs to me. But they are also from that same store. So I had this rack for a very long time. You've seen it in all my kitchen videos probably. I really enjoy it, and I just happened to find these 10 spice jars that just fit on there. I don't know if I could squeeze a sixth one in. Maybe. I haven't tried. I do have extra plain milk glass ones like this, but this was really in nice condition. And it is not decals. It is painted on. So it's just beautiful condition. So yeah, it was a bit of a splurge for me. Normally, I don't buy too many big purchases, but I'm very happy I found these. I put them in alphabetical order. Well, we're getting to the shelving. That will be the last area we go. I'm sorry my videos get so long, but I do have a lot of fun things to show you. I have shared these pot holders before, except for the upper left one. I explained to Norm when I was picking it out that I just don't find black on pot holders in piles of them in antique malls. So I was very happy to find that. Yeah, I just can't remember where that was. I've added, that's an old magnet. I've found 2 ladybugs now. I think I have a red, no, an orangey one. Yeah, I think I take that out at Halloween time. But I was happy to find this bigger yellow one. And these butterflies, you may remember them. They're super thin plastic, a tiny little magnet on the back, but they stick just fine. I picked out, 10 at least. I have at least 4 more that I did not put on the refrigerator because they're more blue in them, more blues or greens. So I just tried to use the ones that would go with these hot pads. They were at a fun thrift store in Pequot Lakes, and I believe it's called Cast-Offs. We used to shop there all the time because we had a lake home in Nisswa, Minnesota, on Nisswa Lake. We sold that in 2013 with Norm's sister and brother-in-law, but it got to be a lot of work and a lot of expense to keep it up because it was like 26 years old maybe. When we do go up to Nisswa once in a while, we actually love going to Pequot Lakes because there's a wonderful antique shop in Pequot Lakes. And I don't think we've ever filmed it, but I love this one too because it does have black trim. And that goes really nice for Halloween, as well as that one. This I found so cheap, I think it might have been $6 years ago. And I just loved it because that old 50s plastic things, wall pockets and things like that, they made napkin holders. They're so sweet. A lot of them break, of course, but it looks really cute with just tiny little red flowers in it. So I hope you like that arrangement. Probably not quite as full as I do sometimes. Up above, I have shared this fun old radio in red and black. And I've shared that fun yellow thermos. I don't know if I have told you about this yet or not, but Norm bought this for me last year. And I don't recall where, but I love it. Loved red and white. And over here is this crazy Rooster letter holder. It belonged to a lady friend of my father's. My mother had passed away in the year 2000, and my dad did meet a neighbor lady that didn't live too far away. He met her at a church get-together for seniors that had lost spouses. Her name was Harriet, and she had this on her garage sale before she went to move into a senior apartment. So I was happy to have that of hers. So that's what I have on this cute rack down here. Doesn't look quite centered, does it? Sometimes the shelves get pushed a little. Looks like that shelf on the left actually did get pushed a little bit. I hope you think it's fun to see the crazy washi tape that Norm and I both worked on. Some of it's pretty wild. I couldn't find anything that I was real excited about. This is from Christmas, not leftover from Christmas. It's in the package of my Christmas washi tape collection, and so it does look a little darker red than that. But yeah, these were really bold, so I didn't know if I'd like them much, but you know, you're just busy looking at the things on the shelving and not paying that much attention to the washi tape. So I did try to order more of this because we ran out. The black with white dots because I wanted it way up there with the crafts, and we ran out about 3/4 of the way. So I ordered one roll on the internet, and it wasn't quite the same, just a little bit tinier dots. So I actually found it at Hobby Lobby, so Norm could finish it. This was also left over from Christmas, new to that shelf, but I thought it looked good enough, like flowers or stars instead of snowflakes. It's not really snowflakes. So these are the islip pictures we chose. So there's just a variety of my favorite red and white or yellow Pyrex or Federal or Hazel Atlas. That's most likely Hazel Atlas, I think. I'm not real sure, but I know this set is, and I have 3 of those. I am missing one bowl. I have that tiny one, that's the tiniest, and then this size, and the bigger one is up there. But yeah, I just really love my red and white things. The yellow ones with the black on them on each end. I love those for Halloween too, of course, so you might see those again, I hope. And I use these for Christmas and probably Valentine decor. I decided to put these back out again because they were black and white. I don't know if I want to paint them red sometime or not. It doesn't matter to me right now. I like them for Easter too. And this is our newest juice pitcher. It may have been from Wild Vintage Collective. I don't recall. As long as I'm over here, this was from my brother, this wonderful dial wall phone, old one. This is Holt Howard, made in Japan. I haven't had that up very much, but it was one of the very first trivets that I had picked out. I think it's pretty cute. Are these Federal? Probably. I like this set. I was talking about having some bigger roosters. I forgot all about that. I put them over here on the shelving when I was telling you that I might have some more in bins. Actually, it's these 2 sets here, that one and that one down there. They are a little bigger. than everything over there that's on the little shelves. And this did have pink in it, so it's okay that that has pink on it. But I love these 2 tumblers. I've never seen them anywhere. And I got them both at the same time many, many years ago before I was doing any videos. That one and this one. They're so fun. They're so 50s, I think. I don't know for sure, but if they're older than that, I'm just guessing they could be 50s. So here's the other rooster set. A farm. Old MacDonald, is that what that stands for? I was trying to guess what that was for many years. This was a very early purchase, that juice pitcher. Very early. I don't know why I couldn't think of Old MacDonald, but I was thinking of all kinds of other things instead of Old MacDonald. So now this one is an islip pitcher. This one is not. Very simple open lip on it. That's ice lip to hold back the ice cubes. Very cute, reminds me of eggs. Oh, and these, I don't know who made that. I can put a note in there if I think of it. Makes me think of something Holt Howard would do, but it probably isn't. And this is not an ice lip. Now, I just found a set of 5 of these Libby juice glasses, or milk size. They are so cute. I was thrilled. It was $9? I believe it was $9 or $9.50 at the Pink Elephant in downtown Hopkins. We were there a week ago, and that was my most exciting purchase there. So I really wanted to show them to you, so I just kind of stuck them, the 5 of them, in between the bowls. And when I'm doing a shelf like this, it actually is better to have an odd number, because then you have a center one. But anyways, let me show you more of the islip pitchers. I really should have Norm do this. So I tried my best to stick with yellow, black, white, and red. I love that polka dot one. And that is our newest purchase. A real splurge in Siren, Wisconsin. Like 3 weeks ago or so, when we went to the Pink Squirrel, we went on to Siren. Yeah, it was last month. I love it. That's going to be great for Halloween. Yep. I'm talking a little louder. This is very delicate. I love it. Not as bold as the other ones, and of course there's a little more green on it, but that's okay. So sweet. You've seen the rooster one, you've seen this one at Halloween, you've seen this one around Valentine's Day probably. I don't know when I show that one typically, but Halloween for that end one. It's newer, like maybe 70s. It's very heavy, but I do love it for Halloween. I forgot to talk about the middle here, where I decided to put my 2 very tall, very modern rooster figurines that I found at the state fairgrounds quite a few years ago. And I just love them. There's only a partial sticker on the bottom that I can't tell what it is, but they are very fun. The coffee server I'm guessing, was from my brother's yellow set of dishes, ironstone. So that's it, my friends and family. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and thank you for all your very thoughtful messages. We appreciate you all so very much, and we pray that you stay well.